Good morning, Zio here. And today we're gonna get back into the news cycle. I know it's been a few weeks, right? Um, there hasn't been a whole lot of news going on, really. Nothing major. And Kat, did you just knock into that, really? Anyway, um, so yeah, there really hasn't been a whole lot. We are going to talk about, of course, some things. Today is EA, so grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Yeah, this is how slow the news has been. This right here is what we're talking. No, we're not actually talking about this. I just happened to see it and was like, yeah, it's definitely some slow news going on when this is a story that pops up on the front page of something. Anyway, no, seriously, we're going to be talking about EA though, because EA is more important. EA is a lot better, and there is a cat on me, so I apologize. Probably knocking into the mic. What is that? Came off of you. Anyway, um, now, but EA apparently has said that it is not planning in-game video ads following a report. So I was like, wait, what report was this? So I had to look into it real quick. But apparently there's this nice little patent out there. There's this thing to include TV-style commercials into your video games, which is, the one thing we gamers really want, right? Nothing like having to sit through 90s, uh, 90 seconds worth of ads or more just to move on to the next match that we're going to play, or when getting into the next area. And cat, whatever you are, that's Callie, by the way. Yeah, whose tail is just in the way. I don't know if you can actually see it or not, but my allergies are starting to kill me because apparently I'm allergic. Lovely. Mm. Yeah, oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, that I feel like I'm dying now. So let's do it on camera. Sounds freaking great. Anyway, but yeah, so they could have TV style commercials and things. And we've looked at all these other patents in the past from different companies like EA, of course, and Activision and stuff, where they've essentially patented a style that forces you into, say, matchmaking a certain way in order to push their in-game stores, to get you to buy stuff, to essentially unfairly matchmake you against people in order to push you into their store to buy stuff, because then you do that and then it will essentially put you in games who have people of lower skill or haven't bought from the store, so you can, of course, as the player, feel more superior because you bought that one item from the store for 20 bucks that they really wanted you to buy. And I need more coffee. Mm. But yeah, so we've got all those patents, and they claim every time they come out, of course, whenever anyone notices it and we start talking about it, they're like, we're not actually doing that, right? But then you start to play the games and it kind of feels like that's what's going on. We've been playing a lot of Halo and stuff, which I was failing at last night, when we were streaming, by the way. But sometimes it just feels like, when you do play the matchmaking, it does try to put you into places to get you to try and spend money here, there, and everywhere else. Not necessarily Halo, but when I've played Call of Duty and other games like that in the past the past few years, it does what it feels like that's what it's trying to push you into, is into whatever in-game store. And it happens with a lot of games too, recently. But why we're looking at this specifically is, EA telling us, no. Let's actually quote EA, shall we? An EA spokesman said, following incorrect reports suggesting that we are looking into introducing TV-style commercials into our games, we want to clarify that in-game advertisement for console games is not something we're currently looking at and have signed any agreement to implement. Or have signed any agreement to implement. Creating the best possible player experience remains our priorities focus, right? Me not being able to read, of course, doesn't go well. Yay. Yay. Remember when we talked about this? I do. There was advertisements in UFC 4. There was advertisements in UFC 3. I don't know about UFC 2. I can't remember. But yeah, they were short, right? It wasn't like it wasn't, let's just say it wasn't to a point where it just took you out of the game. Really? Okay, hi. Anyway, it wasn't to the point that it like took you out of the game. And you know, one could argue when it comes to sports games and stuff and having ads pop in the way that they were doing it in, say, UFC 4 and 3 and stuff like this, one can make the argument, and I could make the, and I honestly would be satisfied with this argument. Do not do that. You're going to hit my mic. Anyway, you know, about adding to the realism of the game, because it happens when you're actually watching the thing. Let's see, is this the video? Because I couldn't find the video. There it is. But yeah, you know, you've got this thing coming in during replays and all this other stuff right before matches start. And I don't know if that's, please tell me that's not messing with the mic. Can't, I'm going to throw you out here in a second. But, no, you really? Really? Seriously? Give me 1 second. Here, I'm gonna put you down on the ground gently, unlike some streamers out there who toss cats over their heads. Because I'm not a monster like that. But anyway, as we were saying, you've got the ads, they come in, they play their thing real quick, and they're kind of, you know, they're there, right? And you've got that ad on the floor there. You know, it's part of the thing. You got the thing coming up right there during gameplay, which, you know, is not the worst thing in the world. But of course, you know, it's funny because they said they weren't going to do this, right? And then turned around and did it, and then Reddit exploded, and everyone was like, WTF, EA? And then EA was like, oh, my bad, that was an accident. We're gonna back off real quick. So, I want you to remember, the EA has said that this is incorrect. They are not planning to put full video ads into games. So when they do, we saw it coming. How's that? Anyway, yeah, so it's not like they haven't done it in the past. We've seen them do it. I mean, I could make a very good argument if I really, really wanted to about why this is actually okay, to be totally honest. This, on the other hand, is not going to be something I can argue for that unless it's going to take like 30 seconds for something to load and then they play an ad while it's loading, because, you know, back in the day, games could take a while to load and stuff. And I can also see them making games take longer to load just to play said ad, which isn't going to be something I'm going to be too interested in, because I feel like that really will take you out of it. Can you imagine going from, you know, you're in Skyrim, for example. We'll just use Skyrim as an example because I've been playing a lot of it. And you walk in to, you know, a particular building or whatnot, and say the game takes 30 seconds to load for whatever reason. You know, it just needs that 30 seconds to load. And while it's loading, there's a little box there playing an ad for Tide Pods. Yeah, or apples, or you know, I don't know, something else that may play for an ad. Is there an ad on here that I can look at? You know, PC Gamer ad pops up while you're trying to load into this house so you can go do some stealing or whatnot. You know, it may actually take that time to load up that particular area or whatever, or that dungeon or whatever you're going into. You know, I get that wanting to fill that space with something. But by adding the ad in there, then you take away from the game, right? You pull people out of the experience that they're having, even more so than just a loading screen would be, because they're opening a door. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. And hopefully I will not die from allergies. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe.
for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.